Oh, yan. Hello guys. Good day to all of you. So for today, let us discuss or continue our discussion last meeting So potential energy pa din tayo. So last time we tackled about the potential energy due to gravitation or the gravitational potential energy. So brief recap lang. So, gravitational potential energy, ito yung potential energy due to the force of gravity. So, for today, let us discuss the second type of potential energy, which is the elastic potential energy. So, when we say elastic potential energy, so it is the process of storing energy in a deformable body such as a spring or rubber band in terms of elastic potential energy. So kapag daw yung isang deformable body, so elastic potential energy So yung potential energy again, it is the probability or a possibility or the potential for work to be done. So kapag binatak natin halimbawa yung isang rubber band or spring, pag binatak natin siya, so mag-e-elongate siya, di ba? So madi-deform siya. So, habang binabatak natin yon, so nag-i-store tayo ng energy doon sa rubber band. Nag-i-store tayo eh. So, binatak natin siya. So, ang tendency kasi ng spring na yan at saka rubber band na yan, kapag binatak or kinompress, ang tendency niyan is to back in their original state, original size. So, babalik siya doon sa dati. Yun yung elastic potential energy, Yun yung pagiging elastic ng isang deformable body. So, kapag binatak natin yan, mag-i-store tayo ng energy doon. And there is a possibility for work to be done. And that energy is called the elastic potential energy. Just like as we observe in the gravitational potential energy, habang tinataas natin yung altitude ng isang bagay, ay tumataas din yung possibility for work to be done. Therefore, the gravitational potential energy increases. And kapag bumaba naman ay magdi-decrease. Ganon din dito sa elastic potential energy. Habang binabatak natin or habang kino-compress natin yung spring or rubber band, ay tumataas yung elastic potential energy. So halimbawa na lang yan, yung spring natin yan, here the spring is neither stretched nor compressed. So hindi pa nako-compress or na-stretch yung ating spring dyan sa figure na yan. And yung ating origin is laging dapat ay nandun sa original state niya. Okay? Unlike dun sa gravitational potential energy, so we are free to set the origin. Kahit saan dun ay pwede tayong mag-set kasi wala namang epekto dun sa ating gravitational potential energy, kasi ang sinusukat talaga yung change lang, pero yung sign doon ay hindi mag-e-effect. But dito sa elastic potential energy ay kailangan ay dapat doon lagi tayo sa undeformed position ng ating spring or rubber band. Doon tayo mag-o-origin lagi. Yan. So yan, yung black ay nakakonect dun sa spring. Let's say mag-apply natin ng load dito. Ang tendency niyan is mababata from point here to point here. Yan, apply tayo. X sub 1 yon. And applied pa tayo ng load, ay mababatak uli yan from point here to point here. So, mahahaba. Hahaba. And yung in-apply nating force na yon ay magko-contribute ng work, positive work dun sa spring, kasi yung in-apply natin yung force ay yung displacement is along with direction of the force. That's why positive yung work na in-apply natin doon. Pero yung work na ikina-counter naman ni spring is what? Negative. Dahil yung force na spring is, habang binabatak natin, is yung force niya is pasalungat siya eh. And yung displacement natin is papunta doon. That's why yung yung work done by the spring habang ini-stretch natin yung ating spring ay negative, negative yung work done by spring, habang binabatak natin, yan. And from our previous topic ay yung work done on the spring, iba kapag work done by the spring at iba work done on the spring. Pag sinabing work done on the spring, yun yung work done nung applied force. Kapag naman work done by the spring, ito naman yung work done na nung force na ine-exert nung ating spring. Okay? So yan. So from our previous topic, yung ating work done on the spring is equal to the idealized spring to So work W is equals to 1/2 kx sub 2 squared minus 1/2 kx sub 1 squared. Ito yung work done on the spring. Okay? So yun yung work na inano ko kanina, work done by the force F. While the work done by the spring ay due to the force exerted by the spring, So ganon din yan, same lang din ito kapag kino-compress natin. Yan. Yung work na in-applied natin ay yung force na in-applied natin ay magko-contribute ng work which is equals to 1/2 kx sub 2 squared minus 1/2 kx sub 1 squared. Okay? So while the spring is being stretched or compressed, magko-contribute naman yung spring ng work which is equals to work sub L or W sub L, or ibig sabihin yan elastic work is equals to 1/2 kx sub 1 squared minus 1/2 kx sub 2 squared. So, bakit nangyari yan? So, from the third law of Newton's, from the third Newton's law, action and reaction. So, the work done by the force F contributes a equal in magnitude but opposite in direction nung spring natin. Okay? So, yan. Okay, paano naging negative yan? Dahil nagpalit na ng final position, Kung dito ay x sub 2 yung final position and x sub 1 yung initial, dun sa spring naman, ang magiging initial position naman is yung x sub 2 and yung final is yung x sub 1. Okay? Kasi pag kumukuha tayo ng change ay dapat ay final minus initial. Okay? Ayan. So, elastic potential energy. So, yan. So, as we derive, elastic work is equals to 1/2 kx sub 1 squared minus 1/2 kx sub 2 squared. Work done by spring yan. So, ito yung work na ginagawa nung spring, done by the spring. Okay? Yan. Pero pagka work done by the force applied, so baligtad yan. So magiging yung x sub 1 ay yung x sub 2 and then yung x sub 2 ay magiging x sub 1. So law of action and reaction lang. Third law of motion ni Isaac, So yan. And yung yan, paliwanag ko lang again. So here the spring, neither. So ito yung hindi pa na-stretch. So, habang binabatak natin, in general, as the spring stretches, it does negative work on the block. So, gaya nga ng sinabi ko kanina, yung force ng spring, habang binabatak natin papunta doon, is pasalungat. Ayan nasa baba. So, that's why it does a negative work on the block. On the block. So, papunta doon yung direction ng ating displacement. While the force by the spring is opposite, therefore, it does a negative work on the block. Okay? Ayan. So, habang binibitawan naman, as the spring relaxes, habang binibitawan natin, binatak natin papunta doon. So, habang binibitawan natin, niluluwagan natin yung force, pupunta siya to the left. Babalik siya doon sa tendency ng spring is to back on its original size, ano. So habang binibitawan natin yan, babalik siya doon sa original size. Therefore, yung force ng spring is papunta doon and the displacement is papunta doon. So therefore, the spring does a positive work on the block kasi same yung direction ng displacement and ng force ng spring natin. Tama? So paulit-ulit na lang po tayo. Yun na lang yun. Paulit-ulit na lang yan. So dapat tanda na natin yan. Kapag nag-opposite yung direction ng displacement dun sa force, so negative work yon. So kapag naman same yung direction nila, so positive work yon. Okay? So ganun din, a compressed spring also does a positive work on the block as it relaxes. So kapag kinumpress natin itong spring na yan, so didikit yan papunta doon, ano. So ang tendency niyang spring na yan is to back on its original position, ano. So there is a possibility for work to be done, and that is the elastic potential energy, ano. So ang tendency niyan is bumalik papunta doon. So meaning yung force na ina-apply or exerted by the spring is in line with the direction of the displacement, as you can see in the figure D, ano. So yung displacement direction vector S is in the direction of the vector F exerted by the spring, ano. That's why a compressed spring also does a positive work on the block as it relaxes habang binibitawan natin, habang niluluagan natin, ano. Kasi kapag inalis natin yung applied force, balik ulit yan saan? Dito sa original position niya. Yun yung idealized ideal spring characteristics natin, ano. Yan. Okay? Sana nakakasunod. So elastic potential energy, so yan pa din siya. So work done by spring, ano. So wherein itong term na dalawang yan is the elastic potential energy, ano. So doon naman sa gravitational potential energy, di ba yung mgy natin? Mgy, yan yung ating U-grav natin, ano. mgy. While in elastic potential energy, so 1/2 kx squared yung ating elastic potential energy at any some point. Okay? Yan. So the elastic work is the difference between the elastic potential energy from point 1, as you can see, from point 1 to point 2. Okay? Ayan. So therefore yung ating elastic work is equals to 1/2 kx sub 1 squared minus 1/2 kx sub 2 squared. Tama? And therefore, kung ang elastic potential energy is itong term na ito, so yung elastic work natin is equals to the difference of the elastic potential energy from point 1 to point 2. Okay? And evaluate ulit. So gaya ng ginawa natin sa gravitational potential energy, ganun din dito halos ang naging resulta, no. So is equals to the negative change in elastic potential energy. So when we say change, delta, so final minus initial yan. Okay? Final minus initial. So ito minus ito. So yung ating elastic work is equivalent to the negative change in the elastic potential energy. So while in gravitational work naman natin, yung work na due to gravity, yan, grav is equals to negative change in gravitational potential energy. Okay? Yan. U. Okay? So ganun din dito, ano, nangyari. Ayan. So again, caution lang, yung ating origin is always on the relaxed position of the spring. Okay? Diyan lagi magre-reference lahat. Diyan magre-refer lahat ng x, x's natin, ano. And kung y, di yung mga y natin, ano. Ayan. Laging di yan, ano. Hindi pwedeng dito. Hindi pwedeng dito. Hindi pwedeng dyan. Dito lang. doon sa relax position ng ating spring. Okay? Yan. Okay, if the elastic force is the only force that does work. So, kung ang elastic force lang daw, yung spring lang daw ang nag-exert ng ating force. So, ganito yung mangyayari. Yung total work done on the body is equals to the elastic work. Ano? Done by the spring. Ano? Yan. And the elastic work done by the spring is equals to the potential energy, the difference between the potential energy at point 1 and point 2. Okay? And the total work from the work energy theorem, the total work done on the body is equals to the change in the kinetic energy from point 1 to point 2. Okay? So, equate lang natin yan. Equate lang natin ito. Papunta doon. So, mangyayari dyan is K kinetic energy at point 1 plus the elastic potential energy at point 1 is equals to the kinetic energy at point 2 plus the elastic potential energy at point 2. Okay? So, gaya din nung nangyari dun sa ating gravitational potential energy. Ano? Yan. So, in this case, the total mechanical energy, so ganun pa din. Yung mechanical energy natin, it is the sum or the total of the kinetic energy and the potential energy applied on the body, So, yan. The total mechanical energy, E is equals to K plus U sub L or the kinetic energy plus the elastic potential energy. The sum of kinetic and the elastic potential energy then therefore is conserved. So, conserve yan. Conserve yan kapag ang force natin is only elastic. Okay? Just like as we observe in the gravitational potential energy, kapag gravity lang yung nag-a-act dun sa ating object or body, ay yung mechanical energy is being conserved. Yan. Ganon din dito sa elastic potential energy. Okay? An example of this is the motion of the block in example. So, yung kanina, So, provided the horizontal surface is frictionless. Provided. So, kapag nagkaroon ng friction na yan, ay hindi na siya, yung mechanical energy dito ay hindi na mag-equal. Okay? Yan. So that no force does work other than that exerted by the spring. Okay? Yan. So situations with both gravitational and elastic potential energy. So anong nangyayari? Anong mangyayari kapag nandyan sa gravitational potential energy and also the elastic potential energy? So ganito. So yung total work done on the body is equals to summation lang nung lahat ng energy natin. So work due to gravity plus work due to spring and plus the work by other, work done by other. So, itong by other na to, diniscuss ko na to, it may be due to friction, due to air resistance, and the applied force, if meron, kung merong applied force, yan yung work done by other, And yung gravity at saka yung due to spring, ayan yung dalawa. Okay? And again, so anong example niyan? Halimbawa, yung elevator ay ang elevator naglagay ng spring dito para hindi ganun ka pag naputol yung cable ay malelesen yung impact So, yan yung example ng kapag yung both gravity and elastic potential energy involved, Yan. So, ito may bigat to. So, may gravitational potential energy dyan. And may spring, so may elastic potential energy dyan, Yan. Ito at ito. And then work by other, if there is a friction here, nagkikis-kisan siya dito. So, then there is a work done by other or may applied force pa din tayo. Let's say, consider the air resistance, ganyan. So, yun yung work done by other, Or kung may applied force pa tayong kaunti, pero ang tendency niya is bumagsak pa din. So, it can be considered or can be neglected, kapag sobrang liit na, so neglected na, stated sa problem po yun, Yan. And yung ating total work done on the body is from the work energy theorem. It is the change in the kinetic energy at point from point 1 to point 2, Yan. And then the work due to gravity, work done by the gravity is equals to the difference between the gravitational potential energy from point 1 to point 2, Ayan. So, hindi pwede magkabaligtad yan, ha? Kasi pag nagkabaligtad yan ay mali na yun, baligtad na, So, direction na magkakamali. Okay? So, and the elastic work or the work done by the spring is equals to the elastic potential and difference between the elastic potential energy from point 1 to point 2. Hindi siya change, difference. Okay? Pag sinabing change is final minus initial, ito yun. Ito na yung ito yung final kasi. Ito yung initial. Okay? So, yung dalawang yan ay na-derive na natin nung nakaraang topic at yung kanina naman, ito, yan, yung elastic work na yan. And work done by the other, ayun na, diniscuss ko kanina. So, it may be due to friction, due to applied force, or due to a resistance. Okay? So, kung i-apply natin dun sa ating formula kanina, general formula, so yan. So, yung kinetic energy, and yan, ito, substitute lang natin itong W grab dito and itong WL dito and yung ating kinetic energy yan pa din yan, then work other, ito yung kakalabsan yan, and then evaluating this equation magiging ganyan yan. So kinetic energy at point 1 plus potential energy at point 1 plus work done by the other forces except from spring and gravitation is work done by other, and it is equals to kinetic energy at point 2 plus the potential energy at point 2. So ano ito? Itong U sub 1 na yan, it is the sum of the gravitational potential energy and the elastic potential energy at point 1, while the potential energy at point 2, it is the sum of the gravitational potential energy at point 2 and the elastic potential energy at point 2. Okay? Ayan. So, huwag niyong kakalimutan yun, ha? So, valid ito sa lahat. In general yan, ha? In general, valid yan. The work done by all forces other than the gravitational force. Alin yung tinutukoy doon? Ito yon. The work done by all forces other than gravitational force or elastic force, ayan yon, yung binilugan kong yan, equals the change in the total mechanical energy. Yan, E is equals to K plus U. So, change daw. Ibig sabihin, change, so ito minus ito. Ayan. Equal daw dito. Yun yung ibig sabihin niya. Okay? Of the system. Where U is equals the sum of the potential gravitational potential energy and the elastic potential energy. Okay? Ayan. So let us have an example. So motion with elastic potential energy. So a glider with a mass M. So, glider na naman tayo. So, mayroon siyang mass. So, 0.2 kg sits on a frictionless horizontal air track again. Connected to a spring with force constant K. So, force constant, ito yung spring constant. So, ang K is equals to 5.00 Newton per meter. Then, you pull on the glider. Hinila natin. Stretching the spring 0.1 meter. Okay, 0.1 meter and release it from rest. Okay? So, ganito yung nangyari dyan, So, relax spring during, yan yung relax spring niya, So, meaning, dun tayo magre-reference, dun sa relax spring. Dyan yung zero. Dyan yung origin natin. Okay? Ganon. And, in-stretch natin siya. So, hinila. You pull on a glider stretch and 0.1 meter. Ayun o. So, 0.1 meter. And release it from rest. So, nung hinila natin papunta doon, hinawakan natin siya. And then, binitawan natin ngayon. Binitawan. Release. Nirelease natin from rest. So, the glider moves back towards, so sabi ko nga, tendency niya ng spring is to back on its in its original position, original size, ano. So ganun mangyayari talaga. Yun ang characteristic at property ng spring natin. Elastic siya eh, no? So what is the x velocity? X velocity siya, no? When x is at 0.08 meter. So sa point ng 0.08 meter. So nung binitawan natin dito sa point na to, which is 0.08 yan from the reference point. Okay? So yan yon. Ang tanong, yung b sub 2x na yan, nakikita nyo sa point 2 na yan, ano? So yung point 1 natin, ito yon, nung in-stretch natin ng spring, yan. Ito siya. Yan yung point 1. And then, after release, ito yung point 2. Okay? At 0.08 meter. Ang tanong, yung velocity doon. So, paano makukuha yung velocity? So, kukunin muna natin syempre yung kinetic energy at that point, ano, sa point 2, ano. So, paano makukuha yun? Gamit yung formula natin, ano. Yan. Sa work energy theorem, ano, valid in general, ano. So k sub 1 u sub 1 plus w other is equals to k sub 2 plus u sub 2. Okay, so ang target natin is yung velocity at point 2, therefore kailangan natin yung kinetic energy at point 2, kasi yung kinetic energy at point 2 is equals to 1/2 mv sub 2 squared yan. So pag nakuha na natin yung kinetic energy at that point, then we can get the value for the velocity at that point, ano. Yan. Then k sub 2 is equals to k sub 1 plus u sub 1 minus u sub 2. Okay? So we're in the u sub 1, yun yung ating elastic potential energy at point 1, ano. So yung elastic potential energy is 1/2 kx squared. Yan na yun. So, anong value ng x at point 1? So, 0.1 yon. At point 1, so 0.1 meter. Direct substitution, yung value ng k, given naman yan. So, 5.00 Newton per meter. Substitute, then calculate, lalabas, 0.0250 joules. Newton meter yon. Joules, ano. Yan. Then, yung elastic potential energy at point 2, di yung mababago lang, yung x sub 2 natin, ano, yung x sub 2, which is 0.08 meter. Okay? So, direct substitution. So, lalabas na sagot is equals to 0.0160 joules or Newton meter. Ano? U sub 1. And yung k sub 2 is, siyempre, yan yung ating kinetic energy at point 2. 1/2 mv sub 2 x squared. Okay? So, direct substitution lang dun sa ating formula. So, yan. So, okay. So bakit yung kinetic energy at point 1 ay nawala? Dahil sinabi dun sa problem na tumigil siya dun eh. In-stretch natin, and sa part na to, yung velocity niya is what? 0. Therefore, yung kinetic energy at point 1 is 0. Kasi hindi na siya nagalaw eh. Kasi ang kinetic energy, it is the energy associated with motion, ano? So, hindi na siya nagalaw. So, 1/2 mv squared. Yung velocity doon ay 0. Ayan o, 0. Therefore, yung kinetic energy at point 1 ay 0. Okay? Alin pa ang nag-0 dyan? So, U1, U2, K2. So, yung W other. Bakit yung W other ay kinonsider na 0? Dahil frictionless. Okay? Frictionless siya. So, therefore, yung work done by the other forces is neglected. So, 0 siya. Okay? So, kaya magiging formula na lang, ay ganito na lang. Yan na yung work energy theorem na lang. So, substitution lang nitong mga nakuha natin yan. Ito yon. And, makukuha natin yung B sub 2x pag na-find natin to, which is 0.009 joules. Direct substitution lang doon, doon sa part na yon. So, square root ng 2 Ka sub 2 over mass yan square root, square root, okay? Yeah, so positive, negative yan. So, dalawang magiging sagot. Positive, negative 0.3 meter per second. So, bakit? Yung papunta doon, dumaan siya sa point na to na may velocity na positive 0.3 meter per second. Tapos, nung inirelease natin papunta doon, dumaan ulit siya sa point na yan na negative yung direction, negative 0.3 meter per second. So, 2 times yan dumaan Okay. So, another example, motion with elastic potential energy and work done by other forces. Okay, so dyan, may involved na W sub other dyan. Suppose the glider in example 1, yung kanina, is initially at rest at x is equal to 0. So, yan yun. With the spring unstretched, yan. So, yan yung, ibig sabihin, yan yung original position niya, ng spring. You then push on the glider with the constant force F. Pinus natin yung glider kasi may glider daw dito sa dulo. Yan. Pinus natin papunta doon. So, positive x, in the positive x direction. So, papunta doon ang tulak. And yung ating force na in-applied ay constant. Constant force. Magnitude is 0.610 Newton. Okay, tanong, what is the glider's velocity when it has moved to x is equals to 0.1 meter? So, yan. So, nag-apply tayo ng force. Tinulak natin. And yung spring constant, yun pa din siya. So, ang relax position niya, itong point na to. So, yung mass, 0.2 kg pa din. Yun pa din naman siya, And yung x sub 2, yan yung position kung saan na-stretch yung ating spring at 0.1 meter nung in-applied natin yung force na 0.610 Newton. So, ang tanong is ito. So, yung velocity at that point, at that time, So, paano kukunin yun? So, using the valid formula, valid in general formula. So, work energy theorem again. Yeah. K sub 1 plus U sub 1 plus W other is equals to K sub 2 plus U sub 2. Or the work done by the other forces is equals to the change in the mechanical energy, from point 1 to point 2. So, yan yun. And K sub 1 natin, so ang K sub 1 natin, again, yung ating point 1 is at the original position. And yung point 2, itong point 1, ito yung point 2, yung final position, Hindi naman siya final, Yun lang yung ina-analyze natin, So, at point 2. Yan. So, K sub 1, so, ang kinetic energy at point 1, so, kung nakikita nyo, yan ay wala pang motion dyan, So, walang motion dyan. Start from rest. So, meaning to say, the velocity at that point is equals to 0. Then, the kinetic energy at that point is also equals to 0. Okay? And, alin pa? So, yung U sub 1 natin is equals to 1/2 kx sub 1 squared. So, yan yung elastic potential energy at point 1. So, at point 1, hindi pa nag-elongate. So, there is no possibility for work to be done. Then, therefore, the elastic potential energy at that point is also equals to 0. Kasi yung x sub 1 natin is ito at point 1. So, 0. So, meaning yung elastic potential energy at point 1 is also equals to 0. Okay? So, yung K sub 2 naman natin, yung kinetic energy at this point, So, yan yon. Yan yung 1/2 mb sub 2x squared. So, meron ng motion na nagaganap dyan during the force applied, which is at 0.61 Newton. Ano? Yan. Okay? So, U sub 2 naman, yun yung elastic potential energy at point 2. So, 1/2 kx sub 2 squared. So, yung x sub 2, yun yung 0.1. Ano? So, yung k, constant yan. So, direct substitution, then we will get the answer for elastic potential energy at point 2 is equals to 0.0250 joules per Newton meter. Okay? So, and the work done by the other, since constant, sinabi, constant. So, ito yung magiging formula. Ngayon, kung in-state na hindi constant, ay gagana yung ating pinag-aralan nung nakaraan. Ang topic dito ay yung varying force. Varying force. So, gagamitin naman tayo ng integral doon. So, but in this problem, in-state na constant yung ating force. So, meaning yung ating formula for the work done by the other forces is equals to force times the displacement only. So, delta x. Okay. So, yun lang. So, ang displacement dyan is what? Yung from point here to point here. That is the displacement. So, or the change in position. So 0.1 minus 0 is 0.1. And then the force applied constant. So, 0.610. And direct input into your calculator, then we will get the final answer. The answer for work done by the other is equals to 0.0610 joules or Newton meter. Okay? And hindi pa tapos. So, ang tanong kasi dyan is B sub 2x. So, find the kinetic energy at point 2 first. So, direct substitution. Lahat ng nakuhang value dito. Yan, substitute lang dito lahat. Yan, dyan. And ganito mangyayari dyan. Ang lalabas na sagot is 0.0360 joules. Okay? So, hindi pa tapos. Hindi yan ang sagot kasi ang tanong is velocity. Okay? So, nakukuha pa lang natin is the kinetic energy at point 2. So, to find the velocity at point 2, so equate natin yung kinetic energy at point 2 in 1/2 mb sub 2x squared. Okay? So, magiging ganyan siya. So, to find the value of b sub 2x is equals to yan. Square root of 2k sub 2 over mass. Hindi siya meter ha. Mass yan. So, direct substitution lang. Yung mass naman na andyan given 0.2 ba yung kanina? Yan, 0.2 kilogram. Yan. Substitution. Then, itong value na nakuha natin ng K, ayun, balik doon. And itong mass, yan, lagay doon. And we will get the final answer or the velocity at point 2 is equals to 0.6 meter per second. Actually, dapat positive, negative yan kasi square root siya. So, ibig sabihin, lalagpas pa siya doon. And then, there's a possibility for work to be done na bumalik siya doon. And also, may velocity sub 2x pa din doon na opposite naman yung direction. Kaya positive and negative 0.6 meter per second yan. Okay? Yan. So next problem, motion with gravitational, elastic, and friction forces. So pinagsama-sama na natin. So yung gravitational, elastic, and also the work done by the other forces, which is the friction forces. Ayan. So, example, a 2,000 kilogram, which is 19,600 Newton, elevator. So, elevator siya with a broken cables in a test rig is falling at the 4 meter per second. So, yan ang nangyari, yung elevator daw ay na may bigat na 19,600 Newton ay naputol yung cable. Ayun kung nakikita nyo, naputol yung cable. And falling at a 4 meter per second. So yung bilis. When it contacts a cushioning spring at the bottom of the shaft.
So at this point, nung naputol yung cable, at this point, yung velocity nitong elevator ay 4.00 meter per second, ano. Okay, the spring is intended to stop the elevator kasi ang purpose ng spring talaga, kasi nga pag naputol yon is to stop the elevator, ano, para malesen yung impact, ano, compressing 2 meters as it does so in figure 717. Ayan na yung figure na yun, ano. During the motion, a safety clamp applies on a constant 17,000 Newton frictional force. So merong ikinabit na clamp, ano, for safety, ano. May ikinabit dito, diyan, somewhere here. So na nagko-contribute ng friction at an amount of 17,000 Newton, ano. At a rate of 17,000 Newton, ano. Yan. Then ganyan yung nangyayari. So, nung bumagsak dito sa spring, makukompress yan malamang. Kasi may bigat yan, may puwersa yan eh. So, makukompress yan. So, yung velocity at dito, ito yon. So, until ma-stop natin yung elevator, stop. So, until the stop. So, velocity at point 2 ay 0, ano. 0. And tanong, what is the necessary? So, yan yung point 1 to point 2. So, 2 meters. So, ang tanong ay what is the necessary force constant or K for the spring? So, paano kunin yon? So, again, laging dito tayo magre-rely dun sa general work energy theorem, ano. Yan. So, yan. So, find lang natin, determine lang natin kung ano yung mga value-value niyan. Yan. And ang tanong is spring constant. So, saan makukuha yon? So, sa 1/2 kx squared yon. Meaning, sa elastic potential energy natin makukuha yan, ano. So, kunin muna natin yung mga value ng ating mga kinetic energy and the potential energy due to gravitation and the frictional and the elastic due to spring. Yan. So, ano munang unahin pala natin? Saan tayo magseset ng reference? Saan tayo magsisiro? So, since ang spring ay dapat doon sa original position niya, meaning yung reference point natin ay sa point na yan. Yan yung point kung saan yung spring is relaxed. Okay? Yan yung, ito yung 0. Yan yung origin natin. Okay? Yan yung origin. Okay, lahat ay doon magre-refer, ano, lahat ng distances. And also yung due to gravity, doon na lang din yung ating reference, ano. Doon na lang din yung reference natin since pwede naman kahit saan yung reference point with regards to gravitational potential energy, ano. So pwede naman, so free tayo. So doon na lang din, ano, doon na lang din yung ating reference point dito sa point na to. Okay? So yan. So, kinetic energy at point 1 is, yan, 1/2 mv sub 1 squared. So, initial speed niya is 4 meter per second. So, direct substitution, ano. K sub 1 is equals to 16,000 joules. Okay? Then, work done by the other forces is equal, yun, yung frictional force, ano. So, bakit naging negative? Dahil yung direction ng force, ng frictional force is against in the direction of motion, ano. Yan, kasi pababa siya eh. Okay, against siya, pataas. So, negative 17,000 times 2 meters yan. Bakit naging 2? Siyempre, yung displacement is 2 meters, ano. Yung displacement niya, no. Ito yun, no. So, 2 meters. Then, therefore, the work done by the other forces is equals to negative 34,000 joules or Newton meters. Okay? Then, U sub 2 or the potential energy at point 2. So, again, it is the summation of the potential energy due to gravitation and due to spring. Ano? So, yan yung mg y sub 2, yan yung due to gravity, plus 1/2 k times y sub 2 squared. Yan yung elastic potential energy. Okay? So, dito natin makukuha yung value ng K, yung nung force constant, ano? Yan. So, direct substitution, ano? So, yung K sub 1, yun, yung 16,000. Tapos yung potential energy at point 1 is 0. Why 0 at point 1? Dito yung origin natin. So, ang potential energy at point 1, it is the summation of the gravitational potential energy at point 1 and the elastic potential energy at point 1. So, unahin. Ano ang gravitational potential energy at point 1? Okay? So, since yung ating reference is doon na yung 0, so mgy, so yung y natin ay 0. Therefore, yung gravitational potential energy at point 1 is 0. And plus yung elastic potential energy, so 1 half k y sub 1 squared. So yung y sub 1 natin is also what? Hindi pa siya na-stretch or nako-compress, meaning there is no y pa. Wala pang y, ano? So meaning 0 ulit yung y, then therefore 0 plus 0 yung kinetic elastic and potential energy, elastic potential energy and gravitational potential energy at point 1 ay 0. Kaya 0 ito. Ayan, no? Plus other, work done by other is equals to 0. So, kinetic energy at point 2 is also 0. Why? Dahil sinabi, intended to stop the elevator. So, to stop, ibig sabihin, wala nang motion. Yung velocity at that point, 0. Then, 1 half times mb sub 2 squared is equal to 0. So, kinetic energy at point 2 is also 0. Plus the potential energy at point 2. So, ito yon, summation lang nitong gravitational potential energy and the elastic potential energy. Lagay lang dito. Okay? Direct substitution lang lahat. Lahat ng nakuha and to find the value of K. Okay? Kasi yung K na lang naman dito ang unknown. Wala nang iba, ano. So, evaluation na lang. So, substitution. So, K sub 1, yan yung mga nakuha, 16,000 plus work done by the other. Ito, negative 34,000. And then, the minus mgy sub 2 squared. So ano lang yan, ang mass natin dyan is yung 2,000 kilogram times the acceleration due to, ito yun times the acceleration due to gravity. And times y sub 2 which is 2 meters. Okay? Over y sub 2 squared. Ayan. Ayun yun. 39,000 39,200 ito yan. Okay. And then, calculator, lalabas ang sagot ng force constant is equals to 1.06 times 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter. Okay? Ayan. So, next is the law of conservation of energy. Ayan. So, when we say the law of conservation of energy, batas na ito, no? Law. So, yan. It says that the energy is never created or destroyed. It only changes form. No exception to this rule has ever been found. So, wala pang nakikita na hindi gumana itong law of conservation of energy. So, ano bang ibig sabihin nito? So, yung lahat ng energy ay hindi pwedeng mabawasan at hindi pwedeng madagdagan. So, yung energy is natatransform lang from one form to another. Pero, hindi siya mababago. Hindi siya madadagdagan and hindi siya masisira. So, kahit nagbabago yung potential and kinetic energy natin ay tapos yung internal energy natin is yung change nun ay kahit nagbabago yon ay pag pinag-add pa din natin lahat ng yon ay equal to 0 pa din. So, ibig sabihin, yung change, yung pagbabago ay walang pagbabago. Ayan. So, example na lang ay yan. So, paano ba na formulate na ano yan, law na yan, the law of conservation of energy. So, halimbawa na din natin yung kanina, no? So, halimbawa yan, hinila natin yan, yung block na yan. So, ang tendency nung nung part doon is kikis-kis yan, ano? Kikis-kis yan dahil may friction, ano? And dahil sa pagkikiskisa na yon ay magkakaroon ng pag-init. The surface of the ground and the surface of the block ay parehas na iinit. Ano? The temperature rises. Ano? So, magkakaroon tayo ng internal energy. Yun yung tinatawag na internal energy. Okay? The rises in the temperature of the body, both bodies ay increase in the internal energy. Okay? So, parang kumbaga thermal energy na siya, no? Yan yung internal energy kung tawagin, ano? So, yan. So, friction does a negative work on the block. Kasi kung hinila natin to, so, lagi naman yung ating friction does a negative work. Laging against yan eh. As it slides. And the change in internal energy of the block. Okay, the change in the internal energy of the block and the surface, both of which get hotter. Yung sinabi ko na kanina, no? So, parehas silang umiinit. Then, the internal energy is what? Positive. Ano? Positive. So, kung negative work yung done by the friction, positive naman yung internal energy, ano? Kasi umiinit siya, no? So, careful experiments show that the increase in the internal energy is exactly equal to the absolute value of the work done by the friction. No? Yung internal energy is exactly equal to the absolute value of the work done by the friction. Meaning yung internal energy ay nakadepende dun sa ating frictional work. Frictional work. No? So in other words, the change in the internal energy rather, no? So, yan yung internal energy natin, is equal to the negative work done by the other forces. Okay? So, kung i-apply natin dun sa general formula, general work energy theorem natin, so, kinetic energy K sub 1 plus U sub 1, potential energy yan at point 1 plus work done by the other is equals to kinetic energy at point 2 plus potential energy at point 2. Ayan, kung i-apply natin yan, ang ito, papalitan natin ng change in kinetic energy kasi yan yung nawawalang energy, ano, yan. So, magiging ganyan yan. So, K1 plus U sub 1 minus, bakit naging minus? Ito yun, substitution lang. So, negative yan. Okay? So, yan. And kung i-evaluate pa natin yan, yung equation na yan, ay magiging ganyan yan. Yung change natin is K sub 2 minus K sub 1. Ayan yun. And then U sub 2 minus U sub 1. Yun yun, nasa baba. And transpose dun sa kabila. So, magiging positive. Equal to 0. Okay? Then this is the law of conservation of energy. The summation of the change in kinetic energy and change in potential energy and the change in the internal energy is equals to 0. Kahit kahit nagbabago ang kinetic energy natin at nagbabago din ang ating potential energy and also the internal energy is nagbabago pa din. Pag pinag-add natin yan lahat ay equal to 0. Ibig sabihin, walang pagbabago sa energy. Walang nadagdag, created, walang na-destroy, walang nawala. Okay? It only changes form, na itatransform lang from one form to another yung ating energy. Yun yung law of conservation of energy natin. So, let us return to example last discussion, in which Traki skateboards down a curved ramp. So, yun yung motion along the curve, Yan. He starts with zero kinetic energy and 735 joules of potential energy. Okay? This is the combination of gravitational potential energy and the kinetic energy. Ano po? Yan. So, and at the bottom, he has 450 joules of kinetic energy. Okay? And zero potential energy, malamang kasi nasa baba na siya, nandun na siya sa reference point natin, Hence, delta K, o change in kinetic energy, is equals to 450 joules, di ba? K sub 2 natin is what? 450, ayun, And yung ating K sub 1 ay 0. Therefore, 450 yung ating 450 joules yung ating change in kinetic energy natin, And delta U, or the change in the potential gravitational energy, is equals to negative 735 joules. Why? Because the U sub 1, ang U sub 1 natin is 731, at 0.1 yon dito sa point na to, U sub 1, okay? Point na yan, U sub 1 is negative 735 joules, okay? Yan. And the work done by the other is equals to frictional work, done by the friction is, so may friction, considered din pala dito yung ating friction, which is equals to negative 285 joules. Yun yung nasa problem natin last discussion, So given yan. So the change in internal energy is yan, So yung kanina, so change in internal energy is equals to negative work done by the other forces. Kung ang work done by the other, or work done by the friction, is ito, negative 285, then the internal energy is the positive naman siya, positive 285 joules. Okay? So the skateboard wheels and bearings and the ramp all get a little warmer, So nagiinit. So may internal energy doon, which is equals to 285 joules, In accordance with the equation 7.15, the sum of the changes equals to 0. Okay? The sum ng lahat ng changes is equal to 0. Check natin. 450, yung change in kinetic energy. Negative 735, yung change in potential energy. And yung ating work done by the friction, which is negative nung kabaligtaran, So yun yung ating internal energy. Sum up natin, magiging equal to 0. So wala talagang exception, kapag dito sa law of conservation of energy, Yan. So the total energy of the system, including the internal, non-mechanical forms of energy. Okay, itong internal na to, non-mechanical forms of energy yan. So, since ito ay basehan ng umiinit, getting hotter or colder, ayan ay thermal energy na yan kung tawagan, Yan. So next, force and potential energy. So, alam natin, so na-derive na natin yan na ang mga work done by the gravity is equals to negative change in the potential gravitational energy, So, negative change, And also, yung ating elastic, ganun din. Elastic work is equals to the negative change in the elastic correction to, Hindi siya gravity, L siya. Okay? Yan, pakipalta na lang. So, work done by the spring is equals to negative change in the potential elastic energy. Okay? Elastic potential energy. So, then therefore, in general, yung ating work is equal to the negative change in potential energy. Okay? So then therefore, yung ating work is equals to force times displacement, di ba? Force times displacement. And yung ating force is in a function of x. So f of x yan. Times yung displacement delta x. Okay? And equal yan dito sa negative change in potential energy. Then, yung ating f of x, yung force natin, kasi force and potential energy yung topic natin, yung subject matter, ano? So, yung f of x, so yung force in a function of x is equals to negative change in potential energy over displacement, ano? Ayan. So, then therefore, yung ating f of x, yung force in a function of x is equals to negative derivative of the potential energy with respect to x. Ayan siya. So, ito. Meaning, ang given dito, halimbawa, ay yung value ng ating potential energy in terms of x siya. So, in terms of x, in terms of displacement. Okay? So, para makuha yung force in terms of x, so we have to take a derivative of the potential energy with respect to x, ano? Ayan. Kasi ito kasi it is the limit of the potential energy as the delta x approaches 0. Okay? So differential calculus lang po. Okay? So ito na yan ay force from potential energy. One dimension lang yan. So with respect to x-axis lang yan. Ano? So paano pagka may y, may z na? So 3-dimension na. So kaya nga pinag-aralan natin nung una yung mga vector, mga unit vector, mga force component, mga kung bagang mga x component, y, z component, ganyan. So para dito yon, kapaki-pakinabang yan, ano. So yan. So example, an electric force and its potential energy. So single dimension lang tayo. Okay. An electrically charged particle is held at rest. Okay. Held at rest at the point x is equals to 0. A second particle with equal charge is free to move along the positive x-axis. Okay. So, positive x-axis, papunta daw sa positive x-axis yung movement ng second particle na papunta doon. Kung ito yung x, so positive x papunta doon. Okay? And the potential energy of the system, ito yun. Ito. So, is equals to C over X. So, yung ating potential energy is in terms of X. Okay? In terms of X, where C is a positive constant that depends on the magnitude of the charges. Okay? So, walang problema doon. Walang problema doon. Yung C is constant. Okay? And yung ating potential energy is in terms of X, in a function of X. Now, derive an expression for the x component of force acting on the movable particle as a function of its position. Okay, meaning as a function of x to. Kasi yung position natin is in the x direction, ano? X axis, okay? One dimension lang. Okay, banata natin. So, identify and set up. We are given the potential energy function. So, potential energy in terms of x. U sub x, ayun yun. C over x yan, ano. We will find the corresponding force function using equation f of x is equals to derivative of the potential energy with respect to x. Okay? Negative siya, ha? Ayan. Execute natin ngayon. So, magde-derivative lang naman tayo. Napakadali lang naman po yan. Ano? So, f of x, f sub x of x, function, the force in terms of x, or the force in a function of x in the x-axis direction is equals to negative derivative of the potential energy with respect to x. So, i-derivative lang po natin itong c over x na yan. Ano? So, labas natin yung c, constant. Labas natin yung C. So, negative C yan. Then, derivative ng 1 over x is what? So, negative 1 over x squared. Kasi yung 1 over x na yan is equals to x raised to negative 1 yan. Okay? Kung x raised to negative 1 yan, ay ang derivative ng x raised to n, ang derivative ng x raised to n is n times x times n minus 1. Tama? So, meaning, kung x raised to negative 1 yan, ang derivative niyan is negative x times negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2. Tama? Okay, negative 2. Or equivalent yan sa negative 1 over x squared. Ito yan. Tama? Kasi negative siya yan. Negative 1 over x squared. So, laws of exponent lang po, algebra. So, yan. So, yan. Derivative. So, yan. So, then therefore, the force in terms of x is equals to c over x squared. Okay, yan yung sagot. Okay, napakasimple lang. Ano po? So, paano naman kung ang force and potential energy is in 3 dimensions? Okay, nandyan na si x, si y, and z component na natin. Okay? So, f of x is equals to negative. So, gaya nung kanina, no? So, yung f of fx natin is equals to negative change in the potential energy over displacement. Ano? Ganon din dun sa f of y. And ganon din dun sa f of c. Ano? So, para makuha natin yung saktong value niyan, ay kailangan nating mag-partial derivative. So, partial derivative kasi ititreat natin yung ibang mga variable except dun sa partial derivative with respect to x. Halimbawa, so yung value lang nung may x variable, yun lang yung derivative natin. Yung ibang variable, halimbawa y and z variable, treat natin siya as constant. Okay? Yan. And the force from the potential energy is equals to yan, ijk component. Yung I, x, ito yon. And yung j component natin, ito. And ito naman yung sa z component. So, ito yung x, sa x-axis yan. Ito yung sa y. And ito yung sa z. Okay? So, negative. Negative siya. Nandun siya sa formula. Negative change in potential energy siya. Ano? Yan. Force from the potential energy. Ano? So, para makuha yung magnitude niyan, so, napakadali lang. Distance formula lang. So, squared lang natin to lahat. Yung du over dx squared du over dy squared plus yan lahat plus du over dz squared quantity, then square root the answer. Distance formula lang. Okay? So, example tayo, force and potential energy. So, a pack, hindi pack with the coordinate x and y slides on a level, frictionless air hockey table. Okay, table. Yung pack and yung sa hockey na ginagamit sa mga ice hockey. It is acted on by a conservative force described by the potential energy function. Okay, conservative force described by the potential energy function. So, yung potential energy natin daw is in terms of x and y. Ito siya. Okay, so nagbabari yung ating potential energy natin. Ano? In terms of x and y. So, ang tanong, find a vector expression for the force acting on the pack. And find an expression for the magnitude of the force naman. Okay? So, paano gawin yan? So, una, para makuha yung expression ng force acting on the pack, so, it is the negative change in the potential energy with respect to x. Ano? So, partial derivative noong partial derivative nitong equation na to with respect to x, and partial derivative nitong equation na to with respect to y, and partial derivative with respect to z. So, walang z dyan. So, 0 yung z component niya. Okay? So, unahin natin si f of x. So, yung first dyan, so f of x is equals to partial derivative of the potential energy with respect to x. So, i-derivative natin to. So, partial dahil yung y dito, hindi natin i-derivative na. Wala. Cancel na yan. Constant. Derivative ng constant is 0 na, di ba? So, ito na lang 1/2 kx squared ang derivative natin. Ano? Kasi partial derivative, ano? So, derivative ng 1/2 kx squared is equals to kx. Tama? Kx. Okay. So, from differential calculus lang, ano? So, cancel na yung 1/2 kasi yung doon nung 2. And then 2 minus 1. So, 1. So, kx na lang yung f sub x natin. Okay? And yung f sub y natin is the partial derivative of this equation with respect to y. So, itong x natin, cancel, ano na yan? Ititreat natin yan as a constant. So, derivative ng constant, 0 na. Okay? So, ang derivative na lang natin is 1/2 ky squared. Okay? And the derivative of 1/2 ky squared is ky na lang. Ky. So, kaya negative ky yan. Okay? So then therefore the vector expression for the force acting on the pack is equals to negative kx, the quantity I hat, plus negative ky, quantity j hat, or negative k, the quantity of x I hat, plus y j hat. So ito yung sagot sa unang tanong. Then find an expression for the magnitude of the force. So, expression, magnitude of the force, paano ba kunin yun? Distance formula lang, ano po, di ba? So, F is equals to F x squared plus Fy squared. Okay? Yan siya. Fx squared, square root, and so, substitute the value na nakuha natin. Ito yung x component niya and ito yung y component niya. Tama? Then, i-squared natin. Negative k times negative k is positive k. And then, x squared. And, ganun din dun sa isa. Negative k times negative k is positive k. So, then, i-squared natin yung y squared. And since common factor yung k, ilabas natin. Kaya naging ganyan. K times the quantity of square root of is x squared plus y squared. And ito, sa coordinate axis natin, Cartesian coordinate plane natin, yung x squared plus y squared the square root, yan yung ating r. Di ba? Or the hypotenuse, ano, yan yung r. Okay? So, then therefore, yung ating force, magnitude of the force applied is equals to K. Yung K natin is constant yan, ano? Constant yan. And multiplied by R. Okay? So, yan yung sagot natin, ano? Ayan. So, for now, let us have an exercise problem. So, sasagutan nyo ito and ipapasa nyo din. Ano po? Depende kung kailan ko ipapasa. Nandun na lang sa LMS. Ano po? So, a 2.0 kilogram package is released on a 53.1 degree incline. So, yan. As you can see in the figure 7.25, yan. So, 4 meter from a long spring with force constant. So, pamula, ayan yun o. So, yun yung distansya niya. Pamula dun sa spring. Okay? With the force constant of 1.2 times 10 squared Newton meter. That is attached at the bottom of the incline. Ayan. Nasa baba yung spring. Okay?
The coefficients of friction between the package and the incline is yan. Mu sub S, yan yung coefficient of static friction. So, yan yung kapag hindi pa gumagalaw yung ating box. Yan yung friction, static friction, okay? So, 0.4 yung static friction. So, kapag lumagpas dyan, ay ibig sabihin ay gagalaw na siya. And then, magkakaroon na tayo ng kinetic friction, which is equals to 0.2. Okay? Then, the mass of the spring is negligible. So, okay, neglected na yung mass ng spring. Okay? And tanong, letter A, what is the maximum compression of the spring? Okay. So, during that situation, so babagsak yung block, yung box dun sa spring, ano daw yung maximum compression? Okay? Letter B, the package rebounds up the incline. Okay? Yung package ay pagbagsak niya, magre-rebound yan up the incline. Kasi magbabounce siya. Pak! Babalik siya, di ba? Ganyan yung tendency ng spring eh. Okay? Mag-rebound siya, di ba? How close does it get to its original position? Yun. Gaano kalayo? Ito yung original position at 4 meter. Gaano kalayo? Mas mataas ba siya? O mas hanggang dito na lang? Ito yung tinatanong. Gaano kalayo from the original position nung nag-rebound? Okay? Then, next, letter C, what is the change in the internal energy of the package and incline from when the package is released to when it rebounds to its maximum height? So, internal energy pamula dito sa point na nirelease at hanggang dun sa nirebound. Okay, hanggang dun sa maximum height na nag-rebound siya. Okay, what is the internal energy from those points? Okay, ayan. Okay, thank you, and that's all for today, and see you on the next discussion.